Mm. Yeah, man.
Cowboys raw and uncut. Cowboys raw and uncut.
It's the crew.
Cowboys raw and uncut.
Still waiting on Steve-O, man. Got a meeting tonight. He gonna check in. He gonna tap in with us. But he don't know that we actually gonna start off the show with him. Yeah, you got the OG in here. You got Crew Rick in here. You got Young Terry in here, and I'm Drake. Breaking news. Micah Parsons traded to the Green Bay Packers. That's what we're gonna talk about tonight on Cowboys Raw and Uncut. Favorite crew. Live stream Thursday night, 9 p.m. Y'all know how we do. Yeah. 1 week into the season. So, fellas. I'm sitting in the workplace, and I just so happened to look down and see that I had a text message on the screen because I walked away from my phone for a second. Everything was normal. Everything was cool. I was all up to date. And I come back and I see I had one message. And I say, let me see what this is. Boom, pull it up. I see the crew. Ah, man, it's the crew. Okay, what the crew talking about right now? Come to find out, I see Young Terry say, did Micah get traded? I ain't know how to react off that. And Steve said, yeah, told you. So, come to find out, man, Micah Parsons, man, has agreed to a 4-year, $188 million contract, not with the Cowboys, but with the Green Bay Packers. What did the Cowboys get in return for that? And I think he got 120 million guaranteed? And we get what? 2 first-round picks, one for 26, one for 27. And they bring in their defensive tackle, Kenny Clark. That's what we get. But before we get into anything about this, man, because, you know, Cowboy Nation is going through it right now. We all going through it. We're going to give our opinion on what's going on or how we feel about the situation. But before we do that, man, I want to jump into last week's episode of the Crew Kickback, us. And this was the homie, man. Let me set it up. Steve-O. He gonna kick it in with him later, but I'm gonna give him his flowers. I'm gonna give him his flowers while he's in this meeting right now, man. But the great wise Steve-O, he had this to say last week. Just something that was pondering, and we just want to show y'all, man. Y'all can go back and watch it. 7 days old. This is a 7-day old, so y'all need to tap in with us, man, because y'all can get little gems like this from time to time. But this is what he had to say, man. Let me get to it. Let me get. Everybody still there? It's gonna kick in for me. All right. Let's just listen to the wise Steve-O last week. If we can get it going on Cowboys Raw and Uncut, man. I don't know, man, what's going on right now. Let's see. Set it up, man, and it ain't even trying to go through for us at all.
Put it in a nutshell, Dre. In a nutshell, what he say?
Yeah, so basically what he was saying was he wouldn't be surprised with this documentary that just came out talking about Herschel Walker, doing the Herschel Walker trade, and we having this great player, this great pick, this great player that's up for contract or whatever. He wouldn't be surprised if Jerry were to trade Micah Parsons, similar to what they did, him and Jimmy did back in the 90s when they traded Herschel Walker for those 5 picks in Minnesota. So that's basically what he was saying, man. And once it start acting right, man, we can get into it. But I guess it ain't acting right. But shout out to Steve O, man. He had this on his mind. He said it last week. I was quick to be like, nah, I see Micah. I see Micah as a Cowboy. I ain't falling for none of that. But hey, he was on to something, man. And look what we have here, man. Micah's a Packer, man. How's the crew feeling right now?
I don't like it. I don't like the trade. First of all, you get 2 first rounds, but they're gonna be low end first rounds. You ain't trade with Cleveland. So second of all, if you do make it to the playoffs, that's a team that did knock you out numerous occasions simultaneously, back to back. So why would you trade in the conference? Third, we needed a D tackle, but you traded an All Pro for a 10-year player. No knock on Ken. I like dude. I like him. I think Kenny Clark was straight. So that's a good pickup. But I hate to get rid of our best player, arguably the best player. Some might say CD, some might say Micah, but you give away your top 2 players on a struggling defense already. I care not. As John would call him, the playmaker, the wrecker, game wrecker, or whatever.
Yeah, the game wrecker.
To piggyback on that, Rick, I mean, most important and best is two different things. We tend to sometimes get those confused because you could be the best player, but
he's arguably the second best player. It's
but
between.
He's not, but is he the most important player on our team?
No, but that's not what I said.
It is. But
I said best.
Your best player, but even with your best player, we were still bad.
So who's your best player?
I said arguably if he's the best player on the team.
Who's your best player? Who's your best player?
Best player on the team? I don't want to go by best. I want to go by most important.
Nah, who's your best player on the team? Don't change the field goal. Don't move the field goal.
I mean, no, because I think most important and best is 2 different things. Now I'm gonna go with CD. I'm gonna go between CD and Dak, because they go hand in hand.
That's not the best player on the team. Dak might be the most important.
He's more important. Yeah, and CD's more. And CD's important also. But we're bad. We're bad with Micah too, and I think that we're going to be emotional these next 24 to 48 hours about this trade. But when you put it into perspective,
if Dak is one of your most best, we was bad with Dak.
Yeah, we was bad with Dak, but we're worse without him. Now, do you see? I don't think the wins or losses is going to change without Micah at this point. I don't think it changes without Micah. I mean, you could correct me, but I mean, if Vegas got us at 7, we don't go down to 5 or 4 without Michael. They probably still got us at 7 right now without Michael. So without Dak, that would change. That would change.
We got
without Dak, that would change. I mean, look at it. Look at it. We was at 7 before. I don't know if that changes. If I'm being honest,
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. So that was 7. That's 7. So you know what I mean? The same thing is like if we're still there, did it really move the needle? Like in all aspects, I don't think that. Yes, he is probably the best player as far as generational talent. He's it. You know what I mean? On the team, he's it. You know, and you gotta.
What are the all pros on the team?
You got to wear, but I think Rick, what you got to do, I think you got to wear 2 hats here.
No, who's the other all pro on your team?
CD.
That's why it's arguable. You got 2 all pro players.
Yeah,
all
but
NFL teams.
Was Dak last time healthy? Was Dak not a all pro player?
I don't know if he was all pro. I know he's all star.
His last full season was what? That was the loss to the Packers, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he was all pro that year. He was all pro that year. That was the second MVP. That was the runner-up MVP year. That was the runner-up MVP year. So you got to think about that, like in all aspects. When you look at it, yes, this hurts. We're gonna be emotional, man. That's what we are. We're emotional right now. But
So you
in the
agree?
grand
You
scheme,
agree?
with
You
what?
agree with the trade?
I
With
mean, I can't
trading
say
Parsons?
I can say that I'm indifferent because I don't know if Rick and John watched the documentary. Did y'all watch it?
No.
Okay, so Dre, you watched it,
I
right?
did. Yeah.
So after watching this documentary, knowing
Yeah.
what you know about Jimmy, this trade shouldn't surprise you
Right.
because
Trey Young.
what he did with Jimmy, when you watch these egos, when you watch Jerry's ego, because
Yes.
the Jimmy firing was all about ego. What Micah
Yes.
has been doing is grandstanding Jerry for the last few weeks. The
Yes.
the the laying out on the table this past last week, that was grandstanding. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's what it was.
Yes.
The way that you haven't been involved. You've been showing up but not being involved. You over bullshitting. You're doing whatever you want to do. He's grandstanding, and when he comes out, he's poking at Jerry's ego. This trade was all about ego, and we weren't. So when you look at it, we got 2 draft picks that can be used for capital. We had a hole at defensive tackle.
But two
We've
bottom
now
draft
we
picks, though. Two
I mean, they
bottom.
still bottom, but you trade yours in a bottom, you can definitely move up in the first. You could trade those 2 draft picks to move up in the first if you really want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at that. Those are 4 draft picks that we have now. Regardless of how it is, it's still 4 first-round draft picks. You can use that for capital to move up in the draft. That's why I said in the group text, you gotta let this cook, man. Go ahead and let it cook. You can't be emotional now because Micah in the playoffs still was not the game wrecker in the playoffs when we needed him to be the game wrecker. So we were bad with him. And in this case, now we did fill a hole, which was a space of need. Regardless if it's not Micah level,
And you
we are
created a
now
new hole.
better. But
You
we're
created a new
now
hole.
better, huh?
You created a new hole.
Yeah, no,
Now
no,
you
no,
have
no,
no
no, no,
no
no, no, no,
you,
no, no,
no no
no.
no no no.
Because what we
You have
have at
no
edges,
elite pass rusher now. You
I
have
don't
no elite
believe that.
pass
No,
rusher.
no, no, I
You
don't
have
believe that
nobody on
because
the offensive line that
I
demands
don't
a
agree
double
with that.
team.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
don't
agree with
have
that.
an
I
Look at
don't
the
agree with
screen.
elite.
that.
Look at
We
I
the
don't
don't
agree
have
with
an
numbers.
that.
elite.
I don't agree with that.
Look
I
at the
think it's
We
gonna
don't
be
numbers.
have
it's
an
just gonna be
elite. We
Look at
don't
the
we
have
don't have
numbers.
Micah
elite.
Parsons
We don't
as a
have that. I
pass
mean,
rusher.
but the NFL don't too many teams on the NFL don't have that. So yeah, I get it. But at the same
Green
time,
Bay
That's
does.
Green Bay, what? Now they do. Now they do. Rashawn Gary is decent. Rashawn Gary. But how many Micahs are there? Only person comparable to him is what? TJ Watt or Miles
Yeah,
Garrett? You got
Aiden
3 of those. You got
Hutchinson,
3 of those.
Miles
Aiden
Garrett,
Hutchinson. So you got
Asian,
4 of them. So you got 4 of those out of 32 teams.
Bosa.
You got 4 of those. Bro, Trey Hendrickson, he's older. So when you look
he's
at
not Michael.
Miles yeah, he's not Micah either. That's what I'm saying. So you have 4 players out of 32 in the league. True.
You had a
When you
26-year-old
look,
just turned
okay,
26.
okay,
Elite
I
pass
get that.
rusher.
But let me
Yeah.
You don't
land.
have that now. You created a new
But let me
hole.
land. But let me land. No, you didn't. Because we could do this by committee. You must believe in your edges. We have to believe in our edges.
Micah didn't
And
play last year.
you
You
didn't,
wasn't getting no pressure.
we
When he
wasn't, but
didn't play, you was not getting
that
pressure.
wasn't, but Rick, that wasn't our problem, bro. That wasn't our problem. Our problem was stopping the run.
Now you created a
We
new
have a big
problem.
okay, but the edges the problem wasn't running around the edges. They avoided the edges. They ran up the middle. That was
So
our problem. Michael wasn't getting that pressure. Our DBs wasn't great. So whether Michael was getting that pressure, they was doubling Michael and taking him out the game.
You
We were
sounded
talking
like
about him not leading. They were
you
doubling him.
sounded
They
like
were doubling and
you
taking him out the
sound
game.
you sound like a real Jerry boy, man.
No, I'm
Man,
not.
that
I'm just
documentary didn't
understanding.
change my man. My man
No, no,
is Steven
yeah,
Jr., man. My
definitely
no,
man watch a
changed.
no,
documentary and
bro.
think he's a Jones now, man. My man.
No. Because look at this. Because
You
check.
sound
If
like
you
a
can go back, you can go
Jerry.
back many episodes.
You
You
sound
can.
like a real you sound like a real Jerry boy, man.
Nah,
This
bro.
dude,
You
That
can
hey
go
nigga
man,
done
back
turned
many
to
episodes,
Terry
bro.
Jones.
hey
And
Brother,
rhymes
check.
with Jerry. We got Jerry and Terry Jones, man.
I got
you talking about you talking about this Herschel Walsh. You talking about this Herschel.
I didn't say Herschel Walker. I didn't say that.
Man,
I
he
didn't
said
say
it
that because
last
Rick
week.
don't land with that.
He said,
Steve
man, watching this documentary
Steve
gave me a
said that.
newfound respect for Jerry. You got to understand, my man. He done turned to
It
Terry
did.
Jones.
It did. No.
Now,
But check. So check. Know what I'm saying? If you look back on the episodes
Nah,
before then too,
it
I've been talking about our edges, bro. I've been talking about I have faith in Sam Williams, that I've had faith in Marshawn Nealon, that I've had faith in what Azaraku could be, bro. Like I've been saying that throughout these episodes, 'cause I've been planning for Micah to either hold out or be traded.
James
You know, I
Young.
didn't say he was coming back. I didn't say he was coming back, bro. But in that middle, we have bigger holes in the middle than we do on the outside. Yay or nay?
And
Yeah.
I
Yay
will
or nay?
give you this.
Yay
Yeah.
or nay?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
So now
I will,
we filled a hole.
And created a new one.
It's not that though, because I believe
Yeah,
in
it is.
Marshawn. They could be serviceable, bro. They're not
Just
Micah
because you
level
believe in
talent.
them don't mean it's productive. Your belief ain't great. Make no sack.
So Sam Williams, you don't believe Sam, so you don't believe by committee we can
I'm
produce what
saying
Micah
all
gave
of them
us.
are decent players. I'm saying all of them
Yeah,
together. What is our sack
I
total
don't know
all
about
together?
Sam.
bro. You got a Ferrari versus four
Sam be making
F-150s.
some boneheaded plays.
And if you
So
racing, which one gonna win?
we're not racing though. That's not what we do. We're not racing. We're hauling, bro. We're
We're
hauling.
not doing
We're
shit.
hauling. We're
We're
hauling,
not
bro. This
doing
is a
shit. We're not doing shit, bro.
this is a rebuild, bro. Like, and that's the
So
thing.
right
What you
That's
don't understand
now,
about this rebuild.
my DNs, it's Fowler, Dante
Mm-hmm.
Fowler,
A
Sam
13
Williams,
sack
and
guy.
Ezraku.
He's a Dante Fowler's a 13 sack guy, right?
Them is your end.
Yeah,
win.
I'm cool with that.
What do you have last year?
What do you have in Washington?
Was
do you
that
have in
Washington?
last year
13.
against the Commanders?
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
Commanders. What do you have in Washington? So my thing with that by committee, bro. If
I
by
don't know what he
committee,
had. I don't know what he
if
had.
we can get
But
close to
I
Micah's
will
production by
give you
committee.
this though, Terry. The kind of
What'd you say, Dre?
So we got DN by committee and running back
Yeah.
committee. We got DN by committee and running back by committee.
Yeah. And those are solid
what you got to
DNs, bro.
say,
Like
LG?
I believe in them.
You believe in which one?
Well, let me see if I can get
I believe in all of
some
them.
Jerry. Let me see.
Well,
if
let me
I
ask
can
you
get
this.
some-
So, do you think we're a better team today than we was yesterday?
No, but I don't. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I also don't
Okay.
think we're that much worse. I also don't think we're that much worse.
Okay. But you don't think we're better?
You literally
didn't-
gave away. You literally gave away the player that has the most pressures in the league since he's been in the league. You give away this player. You're not talking about a Herschel Walker trade. You're not talking about 4 or 5 players and 3 first-round picks. You're talking 2 first-round picks, dude. You gave them away for a sack of potatoes and some magic beans.
I agree. Now
Well,
I agree with that. Now I agree with that.
You keep hollering this defensive end. What happens when one of them gets doubled as much as Micah? Do they make an impact getting doubled?
But Micah wasn't making that impact doubling either, dog.
You're not looking at what he does, bro. You're not looking at the fact that he commands double teams. Who else is going to command the double team on that defensive end line? We don't know.
We wasn't doing shit with that.
We
wasn't
don't
doing
know.
shit with that double team though. We weren't doing shit with that double team when we had it. What was we doing with that double team? What was that? What was that opening up for anyone else?
You sound like a Jerry boy, man. You really do.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
You really caping for the incapacities and senile of this retarded dude, man. I mean, you are.
I don't think it's that bad.
You are.
I don't think it's that bad.
For this. Hey man, you are caping for this preposterous because the man wouldn't give the man what he wanted. It was the terms. It wasn't about the money. He didn't want that 200 and something. He wanted 4 years. You could have gave him less money if you gave him the years. You're just dumb and senile because you want to do stuff like you want to, and you don't care about the team or winning. And this is what you caping for? Dude's a joke, man. He's a joke. And go on and run out and bag your Dallas girl and keep making him more money while he's making a mockery of this team, dog. He's ridiculous. He's a joke. Period.
So John, you was the one that was around.
And I ain't got nothing else to say tonight. I'm done talking about him. I am on boycott tonight. I will listen to y'all the rest of the night. I am done talking about this retarded fool. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm not doing it. Carry on.
I asked you, John. I asked you though. Look, you talk about the Landry days. You was around for that, right? So how did you feel when the Herschel Walker trade went through? What was your emotions in? Because you talked
It
about
was a
that.
good trade because we screwed them. We didn't get screwed.
So you felt initially when you seen those four names pop up, those 4 or 5 names pop up. Was it 4 or 5 of
5.
them? 5. So when you see those
It was
5 names popped
5,
up,
but
you
it
were
was
It might
okay.
have
but it was 3 first rounders for a guy who was not even the guy that we just gave away, man.
But initially you didn't know that. So on the documentary they talk about that. On the documentary they talk about that. Initially that wasn't known. That wasn't part of the deal. That
Guess
wasn't like
what?
that wasn't part of the deal. Was those first rounders weren't
let me
there
let you
originally.
on. Let me let you in
Jerry
on
made
something.
that happen.
Let,
And
let,
again,
let,
I'm
let
not
me
saying
let
he's
you in
right
on
in this.
something.
I'm just saying I understand it.
Let me let you in on something. I didn't watch
Okay.
the documentary. How about that?
Yeah. So if you watch the
Yeah.
documentary, it tells you nobody knew about those first rounders. Nobody knew about those. That's why they called him silly when he made the trade, because
Right.
those were nobodies for Herschel
Yeah.
Walker. Nobody knew about
I mean,
those first rounders. That
well,
was fine print. That was fine print in that trade.
well,
So with that said, we
I
talk
know
about it
about it.
now because but you didn't. But nobody knew about it when it was put to the media. Nobody knew about that. That was fine print that Jerry had to make by cutting them. Jerry had to make that by cutting them
I
afterwards and
mean,
getting those first round
what,
picks.
what, what,
So
what,
when that
what, what,
happened and you look into it,
whatever the
when you
print,
look into it,
whatever the
uh-huh,
print was,
yeah,
that's what we got. If it wasn't that, he would have been a silly one then. But
yeah. So
they
again,
were
let
silly.
this cook.
I mean,
Let
so
this cook. Let it cook. See, we're emotional right now. Everybody, Cowboy Nation is totally
no,
emotional right now, bro. Yeah, you're
I'm
emotional,
not.
bro. And everybody on the whole
No,
is. Everybody on the
no,
whole is emotional right now with this trade, bro. But let it
I,
cook.
I,
Let it cook. If we get
I'm
fleeced,
not
which if we
So
don't do
emotional.
nothing with these
why
picks, I
couldn't he
understand.
cook this up before the draft though,
I'm
Terry?
not.
Why he couldn't cook
I
it up
agree.
before the
I
draft?
agree. I'm not saying, look, see, y'all make it seem like I'm saying Jerry is right in this. I'm not. All I'm saying is that I'm okay as a fan with this. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that with what we have, I'm okay with this as a fan. I'm not saying he's right. Two things could be true, bro. I'm just saying I wear both hats. As a man, I respect Micah getting his money. If I take this cowboy hat as a man, I look at Micah with this deal. Get your money, young man. You know what I mean? I respect that. But when I put this hat on, you gone, bro. You didn't want to be here anyway. We knew this by the way you were acting.
Dude,
And
he
knowing
could have
Jerry,
got
we
the
knew he
same.
didn't want to be here, bro. Regardless, if he got paid, he didn't want to be here, bro. He didn't want to be
Jerry,
here.
man.
You didn't,
There
bro.
you
You
go,
know he
Jerry.
didn't want to be
There
here,
you go,
bro. He
Jerry.
told.
There
See, you
you
wanted to
go
You
keep
with
know,
that
somebody.
Terry,
Jerry
No,
boy
no, no,
stuff,
no, no,
man.
no, no, John.
There
You wanted
you
to keep
Terry
no,
somebody
was
here
Jerry.
that didn't want to
Terry
be
was
here,
saying
bro.
trade
Jerry,
him though.
Jerry. We
Terry was
Bro,
kept
be
saying
a
on
fan,
trade
saying,
him
bro.
way
Jerry,
before this though.
Nah,
We
Terry
be a
kept
fan,
on
was
bro.
saying
saying,
trade.
Nah,
Terry, it was about the terms. We kept saying
bro.
it was the terms. It wasn't
Okay, I
about,
get
he
that.
could have had them. Just give him the 4 year. It wasn't about
Okay,
to
look,
get him money.
I
He
get
was
that.
going to get his money in Dallas if he
I
just
get
gave him the
that.
4 years.
And that's cool. But
Everybody
this
for the
guy
man
came
getting
out.
his money,
See,
man.
you're
Man.
not
He
speaking
wanted
from
the
a fan,
4
bro.
years instead of the
No,
5.
but you're not speaking as a fan, bro. As a fan, when he tell me he don't want to be here, bro, you can go. You can go.
No,
And
that's
I'm
not
okay.
what
You
he
didn't want to
tells
be
you,
here
man.
anyway.
He tells
Bro, he
you,
said he wanted to trade. What did he say?
hold
I
on, bro,
want to leave Dallas.
See,
I want to leave
that's
Dallas. I
that,
don't want to
hey
be here.
man,
That is enough for me.
because
That's
that's that
enough for me,
Jerry
bro.
stuff, man.
That's enough for
Terry
me.
was
That's
all
that Jerry stuff that he
Terry.
got. That's
Terry was
that
saying
Jerry
he
stuff
wanted
that
them
he
to
got you
go.
brainwashed, man.
No, bro. As a
That's that
fan, bro,
Jerry
look,
stuff
you
that
can
got
say
you
that, but as a fan, when
brainwashed,
I hear a
Jerry.
player say, I don't want to be here, you can go, bro. You can go. If you can go. You don't want to be here, bro. We've
Nah,
never heard nobody say that.
nah,
We've never heard
nah.
nobody
That
tell me when that's happening.
man, so that man played. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on, dog. So that man played his heart out and did what he did all the years because he didn't want to be there. You sounding like a jury man. You sounding
I'm
like a
not.
jury boy.
I'm not, bro.
I'm
I'm
not
sounding
going for
like
that.
a
Hold
no.
on, man.
I'm sounding
I'm
like a
not going.
fan, bro.
Hold on. I'm not going for that propaganda. I'm not going for that propaganda he got you with. I'm not going for it.
Bro,
He
Micah
got you with the
tweeted he didn't want to
propaganda,
be in
Jerry.
Dallas
I'm
himself,
not
bro.
going
Micah
for it.
tweeted he didn't want to be in Dallas,
You
bro.
could
Are
have
we
paid
roll?
That
him,
wasn't
man.
Jerry saying
Are
that.
You
we
could have paid him.
robotic right
You
now?
could have paid him for 4 years and let him be there. If I see that I'm doing everything these other workers doing and you not promoting me, I'm gonna think you don't want me to. What are you talking about, man? You sound like
But
a
he's
jerk.
paid, bro. He's paid everybody though, bro. He paid Dak. He paid Dak. He pays people, bro.
They paid
Just
him.
hang around. Hang
They
around. You
paid
gonna
him.
get your bread. You gonna get your bread, bro. He's paid people, bro. What are you talking about? He's
When I
gave
hurt
people that money.
myself, when
What
I
did
hurt
Dak do,
myself,
OG,
when I pulled my
something
knee
going
out,
on with your phone,
when I
OG.
pulled my
bro?
knee out,
OG. OG,
Oh,
OG, OG,
BT, man, you static and
OG,
out.
OG. So check. You
Yeah,
say
you
that. You say
static
that when
and
I get
out,
hurt.
OG.
But
Log
but you
off and
say
come back in.
but check. When you say when I get hurt, what happened with that? He got hurt, right? And he got his bread. Yeah or nay? Did he get his
Right.
money after he got
That's
hurt?
right.
He got his money, bro. Mike Jerry's
He
gonna
got
take
his
care of you. Yeah, and Dak played through it, bro. Everybody else has played through it. Played through it, bro. Emmett during that free agency holdout, whatever you want to call Emmett, he never said he didn't want to be a Dallas Cowboy. He never said that, bro. Ain't nobody never came out and said I don't want to be a Dallas Cowboy. Trade me. You've never heard that, bro. You can go.
That's
You
the
over there
only
now.
leverage
You
he
over there
had,
now.
though. That's
Yeah,
the
and I
only
get it. I
leverage he
get it.
had.
And I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm speaking from a fan, bro. As a fan, when I see my star players say that you don't want to play for my team, you can go. Because even if you stayed, how do I know I'm getting all of you? How do I know? You might be trying to hold out these 3 years. You might be trying to give whatever you got for 3 years and hold out to get paid somewhere else, bro. How do I know you're gonna get that, bro? Because everybody knows what you can do. So even if you don't give it on the field, they're still gonna pay you because they're waiting for you to hit. They're waiting for you to hit this free agency. They waiting for you to come out here, bro. They know what you can do. So you don't have to give me everything while you're there, bro. All I'm saying from a fan's perspective, you tell me you want to leave, bro. You can go. And now you gone. So now we have to do what needs to be done, which is step up. We couldn't stop the run with Michael. I don't know if we're gonna stop it now.
Hey
Pass
man,
rush, edges.
everybody
Mhm.
knows him saying he wasn't being here he was angry and he was trying to get paid.
No,
Everybody
bro. His
knows he was.
podcast, he's been saying it on his podcast. He's been flirting for years on his podcast, bro. You know this. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're
Yeah.
acting like this is brand new, bro. He's been flirting with other teams for years, bro. He's never talked like he wanted to be a Cowboy long term. He's been talking like this, bro. So now that he's traded, you're emotional because now you feel like we've gotten weaker. But no, that's not the case. Because now
You
you feel
just
like
said
we've
we,
gotten
But
weaker.
we
No,
Everybody,
we
the
ain't got
Cowboy
weaker.
Nation
We
is
have
emotional
got
right now,
weaker.
bro.
you
Bro,
said
we were
we got
weak
weaker,
with him.
Terry.
We were 7 wins with him. What's the
You
difference?
said
Six
we
and a
got
half,
weaker.
7. We still
Nah, he
we
was
now we have
hurt.
a D tackle. We have more. Look, so he was there, bro. See, that's the thing about that is that we'll sit there and talk about what we're losing with him in the playoffs. You were crying about him not being the game record. You were crying about it. Where's the game record?
Right.
The game record needs to stack up. The game record. We were all saying the same thing.
But you
What
speaking
is it?
for a nigga you speaking for a dude who can't even show up. That's what you doing.
I'm
You
not.
speaking for
I'm
that.
not
Hold
talking.
on. You
I'm
speaking
not
for that.
speaking for
You
that.
speaking for that.
I
You
said
speaking for
he got
that.
overpaid.
You
I said he
you
got
was speaking
overpaid.
for you was speaking for
So
Dak
do you
earlier
blame
about
Dak
whether
for
to keep
that?
him,
For the
No,
keep
trade?
Dak
him,
wants to be
but
a
he can't.
Dak wants to be a
Come
quarterback.
on,
Dak wants to
come
be
on,
Cowboys quarterback. Dak wants to
come
be the
on,
Cowboys quarterback. So
come
we
on,
stand
come
around
on.
him. Yeah, or nay? He's our
Okay,
quarterback. Yes or no?
keep a motherfucker, keep somebody who hurt, who don't really deserve that money, who can't get you to the promised land, who can't win playoff games. Just keep him, right? Just keep him because it's Dak.
No,
Said
I'm not
Jerry
saying
Jones
that.
You
shit,
I'm
keep him
not
man.
from making
saying.
the
Said
I'm
halftime
Jerry
show
not
Jones
in the
shit,
saying.
man.
I'm not
NFL.
Said
saying
Jerry
that. I'm
Jones
not
shit,
saying that.
bro.
You never
Said
heard me
Jerry
say that.
Jones.
You've never heard me say that. But you never
You
heard me
just
say that.
got
All
through
I'm saying.
caping for Dak. You just got through caping for Dak and CD not too long ago about having them on the team before paying that man. You just said that.
I said they're more important. They are more
Well,
important.
that's what
They
I'm
are more
saying.
important.
You just
Yes,
said
they
that, but
are. But am I
yet
wrong though?
he can't stay on the field. At least this dude can.
He missed how many games he missed last year? 6. He missed
I mean,
6, right?
how many games the year
4 or
before
5.
that, or the year before that? It ain't like
Okay,
Dak
but
ain't missed games
CD played
before,
through
man.
injury. So what are you saying?
It
CD
ain't,
played through injury.
but
CD played
I'm
Dak's
speaking of the
hamstring tore off the bone,
yeah,
bro. Dak's
yeah,
hamstring
but
tore
I'm
off the
talking
bone. He broke his ankle.
all the other stuff Dakota missed for. It
What are
ain't
you
like he ain't
saying,
missed
bro?
games. It's
Bruh,
not like
he's
he's
missed
not missed
games when
games
his leg
before,
came out
bro.
of his sock. He missed games when his leg came out of his sock when his hamstring came off the bone. What are we saying? He
other
broke his
games?
thumb. He hurt his
What about the
thumb.
other
It's out
ones?
for 4 games. Bro,
What
he ain't
about
set
the
out
other
for no
ones?
bullshit. You reaching, bro. You reaching because the
I'm
thing
not
is that
reaching.
hamstring, yes, the hamstring came off the bone,
My
bro.
point is, it doesn't matter. My point is that Parsons ain't sitting out for injury. I don't care what the injury is. He's coming to play. He's coming to work. He wants his
So did
money.
CD. So what are you saying?
He's not
CD
missing.
too.
He's
CD
not
did the
missing
same
games
thing.
like Dakota was.
Bro,
So
Dakota
why can't
missed
He
he
games
said
get
his
because
paid?
his
back was hurt.
hamstring is off the bone,
He
bro.
said
He
his
missed
back was
games.
hurt.
I'm not talking about last year, Terry.
Bro,
I'm talking about
bro.
everything that builds up to you getting your money.
So before
Period.
that, what did he miss games for? Before that, what did he miss games for? His leg came out of his
That's
sock,
not
right?
what I'm saying. I'm saying
Those are the only
you
games he's
escaped.
missed.
I'm saying
Those
you
are the
were
only games he's
caping.
missed.
You were caping for Dakota being most valuable on this team.
He
But
is.
yet,
He
but
is.
yet he's missed more games than Parsons. Parsons out here giving it his all. Dak's hurt. I don't care what his injury is. He's not on the field.
Bro, Dak's
Period.
hurt because his leg came out his
Now you
bone or his
making
hamstring.
excuses. I'm
That's
not
not an
saying what
excuse.
I'm
That's
not
not an
saying
excuse, bro.
I'm
That's
not
nuts,
saying
bro. That's not a
I'm
headache.
not
That's not a
saying
headache.
I'm not
That's not the
saying they're
flu,
not
bro. That's not the
I'm not
flu.
saying
That's not the flu, bro. Your hamstring
Hey,
come off the bone,
okay,
bro.
one at a time. Hold up, man. Steve, look, man. Before when we started the show, man, I can't get the sound to working, man. I try to give you your props, man. You came in last week. We rewinded to last week, and it goes and show that you put it out there, man, that you could see, something going down after this documentary about the Herschel Walker trade, man. So, how do you feel about the trade, man? Since this done went down, and you was thinking that last week.
Oh shit, I ain't surprised, man. I'm not. Once he voiced he didn't care, he didn't want to be here anymore. That stings to the Joneses' pride and ego, man. And guess what? It's gonna kick in. And guess what? You gotta
Mhm.
go. That's
Yeah.
just what it is, man. And it kind of happened with the Dak situation, where he made a deal with Jerry. He got caught slipping and got caught up in a negotiation and went back on his word. And we all know Jerry's all about, the word, the loyalty, the handshakes. He takes over as good as ink. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
taking it in blood when you're a cowboy, man. It's just the way he handles
Yeah.
business as a GM. And I really just wasn't surprised, man, because he, like Terry said, the man has been flirting with the idea of other teams. As a fan, I don't like it. I ain't feeling that, never did. That's
Yeah.
why I was surprised it was happening.
Yeah, I seen y'all in the text messages saying that though. I saw
man
y'all
got a
saying
right
that
to
way before.
man got a right to put in applications and want a promotion. Care what job he's
Remember,
at.
You do it.
All
and you
that,
got the right to
all
get the
that,
fuck up out of here.
all
You
that.
got
You
the right
do
to
it.
go
Hold
too.
on. All
You
that
sure
flirting
do.
with another job and flirting to do something else. That sound like massa talk to me, man.
No, it don't, bro. It don't. It don't
Hey,
Okay,
because
that's
the
what it
fact
is.
is,
That's
bro,
how the whole
it
NFL.
don't.
That's how the NFL is
I said to
constructed.
me.
That's how
And
it
that is
is.
how the
It's the
NFL,
league.
and that is.
I
You got
said
the
Steve's right too,
billionaire
but
to
voice
it's
me,
not
players
though,
and
John.
it
champions
sound
on the
like massa
team, man.
talk. It's
John,
like
it's
It
I'm
is.
gonna
not
look
though,
for a
bro.
job.
Sports.
It's like I'm gonna look for a job.
Hey,
It's
It's like I'm gonna
sports.
put my 2 weeks notice in, but you mad, so
Hey,
you gonna let
man.
me go, even though you ain't got nobody coming in.
Don't act
And that's
surprised
happened
when you
that's
get
before.
why
And
I
that's
called
happened
respect.
names.
That's
before.
why I respect how LeBron did it. How he did it. He took the control out of the owner's hands.
Yeah,
But
yeah, but
that's
bro, just like you said, John, it's
Yeah.
not necessary. It's not necessarily master talk, bro, because the thing is, we're speaking from fans' perspectives, bro. Again, I'm speaking from a fan. As a Cowboy fans, we never heard that. We've said that multiple times. We've never heard a player came out and say, I want to be traded from the Dallas Cowboys. We've never heard that. That was new. And then you come out again, go back to the grandstanding point. You've been doing nothing but saying you don't want to be here. You've been doing nothing but saying you don't want to
Flirting
be
with
here.
the
You've been nothing but
Chiefs.
challenging.
Flirt with
So
the
you've been talking
Steelers.
about I'll be an
what
eagle.
was it,
I'll go be an
Micah?
eagle.
Was it
Yeah,
the
Michael.
The
Dan
agent?
Quinn.
Let me
Yeah,
tell
I
you
want to go
something.
over
Let
here.
me tell you
Man,
something.
nah, bro.
The
Go ahead, keep
man,
going.
the man just wanted his money on his terms. Look, dude,
He did.
he was at the preseason game in Atlanta talking about we want you, and he put up get on the phone. I mean, so it's not about
That
Green
was
And then
Bay.
say
It
don't call
wasn't
my
about.
phone. And then
I'm
and
just
then say
saying
I can't talk to you. Don't call me.
it wasn't
a
about
Falcons
Green
fan.
Bay. It wasn't about
That
the
was a Falcons
Eagles.
fan.
It wasn't about this. It was about who was going to pay him with the terms he wanted.
And look,
He
see,
And
been
John, you're
saying,
speaking.
we'll go
But
to Antarctica up north and go get and count your money up there. If you ain't do that,
yeah,
we'll get the same money you was gonna get
you get
here
the same
without the
money.
taxes. Now you
And
ready
the
to talk
thing
to
is,
Give
the
me
John,
agents.
money then. Quit playing with him.
so
Y'all
John,
with
you're
this man.
speaking,
Y'all
He
with
John.
ain't
this
play
man.
with it.
Keep playing with.
He ain't play
Y'all with
with it.
this
He's sleeping
man.
on up out here. He gave you
Y'all,
what he
Well,
y'all
John,
wanted.
with this man. Y'all with this man playing with these people, man. I ain't with it.
no, I'm not. I'm not,
Nah,
John. But
it
you're
ain't
I ain't
speaking
with
about
it,
it.
from a
man.
It
man's
ain't about
perspective.
being
Like,
with it. He
if
got
bro,
to
if
get
I
out of
take
your
off his
feelings,
cowboy
man.
hat,
Ain't nothing in
We
there,
got
man.
still week
You
5.
feelings.
I'm
yeah,
just
week
saying.
4.
You
It's
It
week
is
We
4.
got
what
It's
you
it
still
week
week
see
4.
you.
5.
It's week
But
4,
you
Rick.
see what
4.
happened. That's
Mm-hmm.
what happened. That's what happened. You lose
is. Hey,
valuable
man.
talent to other jobs when you don't want to treat them
I
like
can't.
valuable talent.
I
That's
can't
what
take a
I
happened.
don't
player.
agree.
I can't take a player telling me what he's not gonna do. Like he's not gonna keep
Yeah.
telling me not gonna go play linebacker.
Hey
You
man,
want to be
I don't
this.
care.
You want
I
this.
don't care what he's
Just
saying
get
he
there
ain't
and
gonna
ball.
do. He's doing it every
Get up there
game.
and ball.
But see,
No,
John,
he ain't.
John,
He's
you're speaking
limited
from a
us. He limited
John, you're
us.
speaking from a
We
different
didn't get him at
perspective, bro.
linebacker.
Hey man,
We
Yeah,
didn't
no.
get him at
look,
linebacker
look.
no more. It's
That's
after
like
rookie
any
year.
job. That's like any job. It's like being in the service. I don't care what people in my squad, what the people under me say they ain't gonna do, as long as they do it. You say whatever the hell you want to do. If you don't do it, there's consequences and we address it. I'm not worried about this. You know what you gotta do. Do your job or else. I don't have to talk about it. People that want to make
But
So
it
that
what
money,
do
wasn't.
you
they'll do
say?
their job.
So what do you say about the giving your word though, man? If you shuck on if someone came in and gave you their word that they're gonna show up for the day, and y'all come to an agreement with something, and you're the boss and they're the employee, and y'all shook on it or whatever, and then they go behind their word on that. How does that make you feel?
It's kind of goes both ways. Like you can't do shit under the union's back with a union employee if you're not a union worker. If you're not a union employee as a supervisor at Ford, there's certain things they can do because they're not union. As supervisor at GE, there's certain things you can't do. You're not a union employee.
True.
So
But
I
I'm
But if
mean,
you
saying,
it's
can't, but
okay.
if
but
that
hold
union,
on,
Hold
hold
on. Let
hold
me
on.
on.
let
Let
me
me speak
finish. Let
on
me
that. Let
finish.
me
Let me
speak.
finish. Let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
Let me finish though. You yes, shaking, saying, yeah, okay, I respect that. That's all about it. But there was something to say with Jerry not talking to the agent like he's supposed to do. If you want the player to do what they're supposed to do, you do what you're supposed to do, man. And you
Okay,
talk to the agent,
But look,
and
y'all
you talk
gotta
to the agent,
listen.
not
You
Don,
gotta
but
not be trying
understand.
hold on,
King.
You gotta
Steve-O.
understand the pulse of
Hold
the
on. Let
team.
me throw this out there. Let me throw this out there. As far as when you're talking about union and representation, there is a part where the union employee can speak with the Ford employee, uh, and they can ask them, "Do you want representation?" So you can decline representation as a union employee. See what I'm saying? So that's basically what Micah did. He went in there and tried to negotiate without his representation.
Yeah, call him that one.
Eh,
It might have
See
got
what I'm
had. He
saying?
might have got had. You never know. He
eh,
might have got had.
eh,
And then try to
eh.
come back and
I
say, I want my
don't know.
representation when you
I
had
don't know.
already declined representation.
There's a lot of different sources that said that Jerry was going behind him trying not to talk to the agent, man. It's a lot of
I mean,
different
that's what he
sources.
does. Why are y'all
Well,
surprised,
yeah.
I
man? They
mean,
just
but
said
if
this.
you know it ain't
They
what you're supposed
just
to do, why are you
they
doing
But
it?
they said Micah
because
came in there wanting
listen.
to. Micah came in there wanting to talk though.
That's
Right,
okay. You
that
can
too.
talk to him, but you
But
know, as an owner, when you go to them deals through
y'all
arbitration, you
gotta
got to go through that man.
Bro, if your
You
player
y'all
come
know
got
and
that
to
as
talk
an
look
to
at
you,
owner.
Jones'
Hey,
you're gonna
goddamn
talk to
record,
him.
man.
Lil Buddy, Lil Buddy
Steven already
represents
said
Pickens
Jerry
too.
don't.
Lil
Jerry,
Buddy represents
Jerry,
Pickens, and his contract's coming up next year. Is he?
They addressed it. They addressed it in the press conference. He
They
addressed it in
got
the press
money
conference.
for
They asked
Yeah,
him,
Pickens.
yeah.
but
And that's what
Jerry
they
but
said.
look
He's
already
at
like,
said
Pickens.
he don't
I hope
talk
he
to the
don't hold grudges. I hope
agents.
he don't.
Steven
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
No, but that's what Jerry said. That Jerry said that today in
Steven
the
talks to
presser
the
today.
agents.
He
Jerry don't
said that in
talk
the
to the
presser.
agents. He
Jerry
don't do the deals
Jerry
with agents.
Muguleta he represents Tyler Smith as well as George
Pickens.
Pickens. Yeah, so they talked about that in the presser today, and Jerry's exact words was, I don't think he's that fragile."
Yeah,
Those is Jerry's word verbatim. I don't
yeah.
think he's that fragile because you can't be fragile in the
Yeah, I
business
know
that we're
Mike is
in.
No.
You
sensitive,
can't
man.
be. Yeah, He's saying that Muguleta can't be that fragile because in the business that we're in, you can't be that fragile. And those is
Nah,
his
he
exact
got his
words.
money. That's what
Yeah, he got
Mugatu
his
want. He
money.
got his
So
money.
So
got
that's a
his
player to
money.
player
But
basis.
didn't Jerry negotiate with Dak's agent?
I don't know. Probably did.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he made him do
Okay.
it. He made
Absolutely
him
he
do it
did.
So I'm saying,
But you
so
know,
I'm
Absolutely he
saying
did.
they do negotiate with agents. It ain't
because
like
Dak,
they
That's
just
what they're
Dak,
supposed
do it.
to do.
but
but
you know what Dak did too, though.
Steven
You know
deals
what
with the
Necessary
agents.
shit
Jerry
have
don't
to
really
do
deal with
stuff.
the
Jerry,
agents.
Jerry don't. And you know what Dak
We
did
already
too.
said that. They just
Dak
refreshed
played
our
through.
memory on that.
You know what Dak did? Dak got out there and played on that field. Dak got out there and
Yeah.
played while he was on the,
Uh,
while he
uh,
was going through those negotiations. He got out there and
Yeah,
played.
he
So
ain't
so if
say
I'm looking
that.
at Jerry, if I'm Jerry, and I see you doing what you're supposed to be doing, you know what I mean? Like it's no different. Like, hey man, you trying? You know, I'm willing to bend for you because you bending for me. Micah ain't bending. Micah
I
didn't
think
want to
Micah
bend, and
got.
that's fine.
Jerry
I think Micah got exactly what he wanted.
Jerry.
I think he got
And he
traded
did.
and he
Yeah,
got his
yeah,
He
money.
did. He did. And
yeah.
I
That's
respect that.
exactly
Like I
what he
said, as a
wanted.
man, bro,
And guess
as a
what? We
man, I
gave him
respect
what he
that.
wanted.
You
And
think
we
he
gave him what
wanted
he
to be
wanted.
in Green Bay though?
No.
He can act like, no, he didn't want to be no Green Bay.
he wanted the 4-year deal. Period.
Green
Period.
Bay
Yeah.
ain't Dallas's market, bro.
Y'all keep talking about all this money, man, and it ain't about that. He wanted a 4-year deal so he can get another deal 30. That's what he
Bro,
wanted.
you can say that, bro, but he got
That's true.
62.
Man,
He got
stop it,
60,
Terrence.
bro. He got
I'm not
62
entertaining.
M's this year, bro.
Don't
He
go
got
on
I'm not
62
that.
M's, bro.
Okay, I'm not
But
entertaining
You
he
that
think
still
that
Jerry talk
agent?
right
You
now.
he
think
got
that
that on
agent
the
didn't want to see
4 year.
188?
That's why he's winning. He still got that on the 4 year.
He
He's
got,
still at
bro,
30, get another contract. He
bro.
got what
Exactly.
exactly
Yes,
he
That's
got
yes,
what he
exactly what
yes.
he
wanted.
wanted.
You think that
That's
we was
what
giving
he
him
wanted.
62? You think we was giving him
That's what he
62?
wanted.
No.
Do you think we was
He
giving him
wouldn't
62?
But
he
this is
wouldn't have
Is he
what
looked
Lou
for
worth
the
the
62
guy
to
62
you?
for us.
does.
Is
He
he
gets
worth
his
He
62 to
players
you?
traded, man.
Is he
He
worth
gets
he
62
top
to
wasn't looking
you?
dollar.
for that.
But is he worth 62 to you?
Nah.
Okay,
And neither
so
Dak
he
ain't
went
worth
somewhere and
60.
got that his agent,
What
his
Dak's
they
not
got
worth
agent.
60.
what they
I
got
agree. I agree with you. I agree with
So
you. But Dak is a more
right.
important player than Micah.
There
Like
you
we gotta
go.
cut it what
There
it
you
is, bro.
go.
You gotta cut that
There
what it
you
is,
go.
bro.
There you go with that Jerry shit.
Hey, the
There
Am I
you
not
quarterback, the
go.
wrong,
quarterback is
bro?
the
There
most
you
Am I
important
not
go.
position,
wrong?
though.
I was waiting
Am I
for it. There
wrong?
you
Am I
go.
The
wrong?
God
quarterback,
damn
the
it.
quarterback is the most
Stop
important
it, man.
position in
Quarterback's the
football,
most
though.
important part on the team, bro.
You don't
Like
like
see,
Jerry,
you
that's the
saying,
one thing. Join the
yeah,
party.
bro.
Everybody don't like Jerry.
Everybody, bro. He's a quarterback,
Football is
bro. He's
football.
supposed to get that money.
Quarterback's
Did
the
he
most
rob us?
important.
He robbed us, bro. He did. Dak
He
robbed
don't
us. I'm
have
not
to
even gonna
get
say that.
he
See,
don't have
Michael
to
got in
get
his
that
feelings.
money.
See,
He can get what you give him.
Dak went
He
through
don't have
Right.
all
to
this
get
shit
top
too,
dollar. He
but he
can
didn't
get
get
what
in
you
his
give him.
feelings.
And
Hold
what
up,
you
before
said,
Dak
we
still
Steve?
keep
What you
mad.
talking
said,
over each
Steve?
other.
See, Dak was
Hold
smart.
up, hold up.
Dak negotiated a no trade clause. See,
Bingo.
Michael, you want money.
Smart.
Michael, you want all this money, but you want to sign 50 options. So you got to learn how to play the game. So you going in there trying to negotiate, but you won't sign a 50-year option. You knew you wanted your money then. Why you sign it?
That
Don't
that
sign it.
that that
Right.
that
Like, come
Right.
on, man. All of those
that
tears
that
and
Yeah.
crying shit, man. You getting money, bro.
Dakota
You want to negotiate
Dakota
the
got a
real way?
couple of
Don't sign the option, bro. You are a top. You are a lottery
didn't
pick.
Dakota get a couple of franchise deals before he got his signing?
Yeah. He got one, didn't
One.
he? He
Yeah.
got one.
What Micah ain't up to that for 2 years after that. 1 year, not this year, but the next year. Come
I
Yeah,
on, man.
understand that.
Come
I
because
on,
he
come on,
signed
understand
a
that.
man.
5th-year option. Because he
He
signed a
signed that.
5th-year option. Don't do that.
Don't,
What the hell
yeah,
are
if
you
you wanted to
doing?
do
Don't
it,
do it. You
you
know
did
you
it.
wanted your money after your 3rd year. Don't do it.
And your agent should have told you that.
I
He
don't
gets
I
back
don't
Your
to
think
agent should
he
have
Hayden.
told you
can't.
that.
He want a top dollar.
He wanted that
I don't
money.
think
It's about
I
He
money,
don't
don't know
bro.
how
think
to
he
For
came
you to
negotiate.
in.
say, it's
Well,
not about money, John, you
I
bugging.
don't think he came in talking about I want money after my 3rd year. I think everything worked out. The money was getting planned. His stats was getting good. He started, and everything worked out for him. He didn't come in the league talking about he wanted at 3rd year. He wanted. Come on, man. He didn't come. It
Bro.
worked out for him that way, but he didn't come into
So
the
Nah,
if you
he
league
said
doing
think,
he
that.
if
was
you
willing
think,
to go ahead.
no, go ahead, Dre. What you saying?
Nobody
Nah,
comes to the league
let's
thinking
get
they're
into a
gonna get
little bit of this.
signed a big deal their 3rd year, man.
Look,
If
let
you
me
see that
get
money
into some
floating
of these
around, you will.
comments before I forget about them, man. Y'all going off, man. Y'all going nuts tonight, boy. Hey, Micah got it looks like what's her name? Polly Pie said something about Micah Parsons is a locker room cancer. Is she just trolling?
I wouldn't say
No.
that. No, I wouldn't go
Or
that
do
far.
y'all
But I say I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's
I've
over.
never
Now this
heard
goes back.
that
This
from a
takes me back,
teammate.
y'all. This takes me back, y'all, to the remember we had the situation in the line between Mike and D-Law. Now, we got rid of D-Law for Michael because we was like, we're going to hand the keys to Michael. And for what?
Yeah.
Now he gone. Because he wanted some more shit to go his way.
Here's another comment from Kevin Webb saying Jerry is dumb. Do everybody agree?
Oh, don't get him, Terry. Slow down. Don't get him, Terry.
No, I'm not gonna say, bro. I'm not gonna say it's dumb. I'm just gonna say let it cook, bro. I'm just gonna say let it cook. That's all I gotta say, bro. If we don't do nothing with the pick,
That's the only thing you can. That's the only thing you can do is cook.
Right. So what are we? So what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Let's just trust Sam Williams. Let's trust Dante Fowler. Let's trust Marshawn Nealon. Let's trust Donovan Azaraku. That's what we gotta do. And now Kenny Clark. Now Kenny Clark and Odigizua.
Trust him
to hold up. You don't have to give us Micah numbers. Just don't be bad. Just don't be bad. Yeah, don't be bad, bro. That's all you gotta do is don't be bad. We're not asking you to give us Micah's numbers.
I don't.
We're not asking you to give us Micah's numbers, bro, because you're not Micah.
I don't think they're going to be bad. The defensive end room is deep, man. It is nice. Let's not. But when you have one of the best players in the league to go along with what you got, I mean, why? I mean, what are you doing?
He's disgruntled though, bro. Let him go. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta, bro. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta put our fan hats on, bro, and just believe. Like, yes, he is one of the best players in the NFL.
Tell him put a Jerry hat on, man.
No, I'm not putting my Jerry hat on because I'm not gonna talk to it from that perspective. I'm looking at our roster. Bro, and what we've been the last few years with Micah in the playoffs, and with him, he's been healthy when we've made the playoffs. His impact was nothing in the playoffs when it mattered. It was nothing.
None of them.
They were
none of them.
Exactly.
CD's so I can't say it was nothing.
Marshawn's wasn't. Who else you want to name? None of them. The coaches, the GM, none of them.
I agree.
So I do agree.
Man, I do agree. The defense was holding up a little bit.
And what?
Green Bay put their foot in our ass, bro. Green Bay put their foot in our ass.
I ain't talking about Green Bay. I'm talking about the San Francisco's. I'm talking about the more the San Francisco games than the Green Bay game. We know that was a crazy loss right there. I'm talking about the San Francisco games where we thought we was right there. Know what I'm saying? Like,
what was Mike in those games? What was Mike in those games?
Looking Green Bay.
Bro, Mike got 1 sack in the playoff in 2 playoff games.
Well, we lost.
He got 1 sack in 2 playoff games.
We lost 19-13 and 1. I'm just
saying,
in
2 playoff games, though, Dre, Mike got 1 sack.
You're saying nothing though. You saying he was nothing, but he was
1 sack. That's 1 sack.
He's getting double and triple team.
What D Law?
You don't have that.
Terry.
Nobody else is getting double teamed on that.
When he was getting double, what was D Law doing? What was D Law doing?
Nothing. He's gone too.
But
you can walk.
But dude was getting triple and double.
Okay, so he was gonna get triple and double this year too. He was getting triple and double this year too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying this year. Who's on that line? Who's on that line? Double team this year.
That's why he should be playing
nobody.
He's only 250.
To be triple and double, and to still lead the league in quarterback hurry since he's been in the league, let you know all you need to know.
Okay, but check with those quarterback hurries is not those quarterback hurries ain't shit when we getting gas for 130, 140 a game, bro. Those quarterback hurries ain't shit. Those quarterback hurries ain't shit. Our problem has never been rushing the passer.
So Kenny Clark is gonna help with that.
He's a Pro Bowler. He's a Pro Bowler. He's a 6-time Pro Bowler. He's a 6-time Pro Bowler. He's gonna be better than what we got. He's an upgrade. He's an upgrade from what we got. Kenny Clark is an upgrade from what we have.
Absolutely.
He's an upgrade from what we got. So now we have upgraded there.
Help us with stopping the run.
I think he'll be better than what we got. Yes. He'll be better.
I think he's gonna be better than what we got. Do I think that's now we're a defensive run stopping team? No.
But
no. We still need help. We still need more.
He's definitely better than Mozzie now.
Hold on. So does he start? Mozzie start?
He started.
He started.
He's smart.
Okay.
He started,
Okay.
but by far, easily.
I mean, I hope so, but I don't know why Miles is still on the team. But I hope so.
Because we was weak
I
at that
hope so.
Long
position.
time to
Because
develop.
we
Why y'all
weak
keep
there.
trying to get
I
rid
mean,
of these tackles so quick, man?
I hope so, man. Hey, man, I watched this dude. I watched this dude against second and third stringers the other day, man.
Man, it
I'm
takes
just
a D
saying.
tackle at least 3 years, man. This is his third year. It takes
Nah,
him
man.
a while
Nah,
to
I'm
nah,
just
develop.
nah,
saying
Steve. You see glimpses
the
before the third year. It takes 3 years for them to break out. But you see
come
glimpses
on,
and
man.
flashes. Dude ain't hit nothing. Nah.
Yeah, because you don't see it.
I
You
mean,
look at them
Duke
tackles.
done had 3 different D coordinators, 3 different D tackle coaches too.
Bro, you
The
right.
Like
You
we
put
last
trying,
Duke
we
on
preseason
every
trying,
time and
game,
somebody
we
with
trying
Duke
to
something.
kill him.
man.
First
Last
it takes 3
preseason
years. Now
game,
he's had
man.
3 different coordinators. So is it going to take him 3 years with the
Yeah.
same coordinator to shine? Because in the D tackle,
Great
man
players
on man, he's
adjust.
getting pushed back 5 and 6 yards.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
he got
watching
his
him in the last
flaws, but I'm just
preseason
saying that's
game.
just what it
I
takes.
was
It's not.
watching
It's
him in
just
the
not
last
microwavable.
preseason game
D tackle
against
position
third
not
stringers getting
microwavable.
pushed back.
And I also see you get pressure too. Like it's easy to call. That's what everybody's doing in Cowboy Nation is calling out flaws in Moz's game. That's easy. You can find that anywhere. But he definitely got positives. He's not gonna get a sack. He's not. All he got to do is hold anchor down, man. That's all he has to do. He's not
But
gonna
he's
do
not
nothing
doing
that's
it.
gonna be
But he's
glamorous.
not. He's getting turned
He's not doing
sideways
that.
though,
He's
Steve O.
he's
He
getting
getting
pushed
Well,
turned
He's
yeah,
getting pushed
sideways.
sideways.
back.
sometimes
He's
he
going
is.
south.
Sometimes he
He's
is.
going backwards.
He
I
is.
know, and you
But he
seeing his
got coaching
version of
Buck.
it. You gotta
They
be
tried, man.
going
You just brought in
upstream,
one
not to the
coach couldn't do it.
side.
You bring in another coach, he can't do it. Bro,
Y'all already get
at
rid
some
of.
point
Y'all
it's
already
you.
get rid of weakness. It's already a weakness. So what y'all gonna do to make it better? What y'all want done?
He just made it better. We
Yeah,
just
I
got
was
Kenny
trying to
Clark.
see what Perrion
That's
was
what
gonna
I'm
do.
saying.
I'm saying, but you had
Winfrey and
chances to grab people in the
Tyler.
draft. You had it was D tackles in the draft you
Yeah,
could have grabbed. It was free agents
absolutely.
that came up that you could have grabbed. You was stuck. We
That's what
stuck in neutral on that.
Where's
That's
Oda
what I'm
Yelly
talking
go?
about. It's
Where's
on
Oda
Jerry.
Yelly playing? Ain't that his name,
That
Oda
shit's
Yelly?
on Jerry, man.
Ain't he playing? Where's Oda Yelly?
It's
Ain't
on
that his
Stevie
name? Ain't that how to
Jerry.
pronounce his last name?
What, the
Who?
international player? He's on the
The
practice
one that
squad,
played for
ain't
the one that played for the Ravens.
Talking about CJ Core, yeah.
Nah, Oda Yelly, we just signed him. I
Oh
put in the
yeah,
group chat.
he's just a international player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he ain't got on
Be
nobody's
on the
practice
practice
squad.
squad.
He
Right.
ain't got a
Yeah,
stat. He
yeah,
can't
Oda
make it on
Yelly?
the field.
Oh, that's the
yeah,
same person?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
Oh,
one
man.
you sent in the text.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
who we
He
talking
ain't got a
about.
stat. He can't get off the
not
practice
one.
squad.
No, he's a developmental player. He's one. Everybody got one now.
He's one of them.
We
He's
always
one of
got
them
one every year.
IPPs. One of them
And
international
we
players, man. You get one.
Carmel, yeah.
So what's he at? End?
Alcorn.
He's at end, ain't he? Was he defensive tackle?
Who? He wasn't no D tackle. Who you talking about?
Hood,
He's the end. He's an edge rusher. Okay.
Yeah.
hoodwink you again, huh?
No, I'll just ask because I'm good with the four. I'm good with
You
the
just
four we
ain't
got, bro.
informed.
Like, yeah, bro. I'm good. I'm good with the four we got, bro. Like, I'm perfectly fine with Sam Williams and Marshawn Nealon and Dante Fowler and Ezra Rucker, bro. Like, I just don't see. No, they're not Micah, though. Like, we know that, but they're serviceable. We've been
Bruh,
doing serviceable for a
I
long time,
get you.
and what you're failing to realize is that we've been in this rebuild for the last 2 years, and every move we're making is shocking you. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we're in a rebuild, bro.
It ain't
Like we've been
shocking
saying, this
me.
is they've been clear, bro. They've been clear signs for the last 2-3 years that we've been in a rebuild, bro.
It's not
And we
shocking
don't want to
me.
believe it. We don't want to believe it. This was a rebuild move, bro. It's been
It's not
silent
shocking
rebuild,
me.
and now it got loud. It's been a silent rebuild. Now it
Okay.
got loud, and everybody shook, up.
Yeah,
No,
everybody
no,
shook up.
Everybody shook up. Yeah, it was a silent rebuild. Now just niggas start yelling, and now all of a sudden
Okay.
it's like, what are you doing?
Nah.
See,
Yeah, they
I
didn't
don't know
trade
about the
Parsons
rebuild. We
to
just
start a
missing
rebuild.
that.
They traded Parsons because they ego. If
The
they
rebuild hadn't.
That's it.
That wasn't started.
That's all
It's already been
mismatch.
started though, bro.
it's
It's
not.
been
That's
started.
all
But don't say
mismatch.
we traded. We're in a rebuild and it's happened because of a silent rebuild.
Right,
It was not
because
No,
because of a rebuild.
Yeah.
Their
it was
egos
That's
was
already
crushed.
mismatch.
happening.
Both egos was
yeah, it was
crashing
more
against
so
each other,
ego.
and that didn't
You
happen.
just said about
I
We
believe
would
it
have
was ego,
signed Parsons.
but what I'm saying is that if we weren't in a rebuild and we was in win now mode, you don't do that move. If you're in win now mode, you don't make that
Right.
trade. You don't
You
make
was
that
That's
still
trade.
gonna
true.
make that.
why
but
didn't you
you
make the
just,
trade
No, you
but
earlier
wasn't.
you
No,
this
you
year?
just,
wasn't. You would have
but
kept
Why?
you
I'm
him.
just
You
saying,
would
said,
have kept
you
him and
was
made
gonna
him
keep him.
play.
but
You
If
would
you're
have
in a
kept him and
rebuild,
made him
why was you
play.
gonna keep
you
him?
pretty
If
much,
you're in a rebuild, why was you gonna keep him?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
but
We're
you,
in a
Terry,
rebuild. But if you're not in
you
a
pretty
rebuild,
much
you make
saying,
him play.
but
You
you
We
make him
was
pretty much
play.
saying we
Why
cool with all them
didn't you do
defensive
it
ends
before
we
the
got.
draft?
You saying we cool with the defensive ends. You straight with what we
Correct.
got. So that ain't a
2-3
rebuild.
years
If you
defense.
straight, if you think we good at DN and we got serviceable cats, that's not a rebuild then, right?
Well, no, I said it's been going on for the last 2 or 3 years. Those are all drafted within the last 2 or 3 years. All of
Man,
those,
we could
Sam Williams,
what
Marshawn
you know
Nealon,
what we
last 2 years as a
hold up,
Rocket,
man.
we've been doing this,
Listen,
bro. We've been making these
man,
moves,
y'all
though.
going
Like,
off, man. Hold up,
no,
man.
we've been
Hold
making
up,
these
man.
moves.
Hold up. Let me tell y'all something, man. Look, if it was that much of a rebuild and they knew that they was trying to trade Micah and all that old stuff, why
that they
not
did it before
trade
the
him
draft.
in April before this damn draft with the Las Vegas Raiders so that we can move up and get Aston Genty?
You're right. I'm not saying that
And
It
this
was
wasn't.
not
possibly
a
the tag.
rebuild move.
No. I'm saying this might not have been on the table, but it makes it easier to do it knowing that you are rebuilt. It might not have been on the table, but shit, we turn it
Nah,
down slowly anyway,
they
so you
gotta
can do it
be in
now.
your
It
mind
makes it
already
easier.
if you know that you're rebuilding. If
It
you
might
knew
it
that
might
you
have
was
to.
ready
It
to
might have
deal
been.
this man, it makes more sense to deal him before
Correct.
the draft, bruh.
Correct.
Like why
No,
are we
this wasn't
trying to
on deck at first.
rebuild?
This wasn't on the
This
table, bro.
It
This
wasn't
wasn't
on
on
the
the
This
table.
table
wasn't
then,
on
bro.
deck at first.
This wasn't on the table
Exactly.
Yeah,
then,
So
bro.
that's what we saying, bro.
that's
We
what we're
know this
saying.
was an ego trip. We know that
No,
you
what I
watched the documentary. You know when
yes.
Jerry gets his feelings hurt or whatever,
Yeah,
and
I
someone's
agree.
being disloyal or whatever to him, and he feel
I
like
agree.
the loyalty that, and you crossing him or whatever, he's coming for your
Mm-hmm.
head. That's
I
I said it
agree.
last
I
week. He
agree.
gonna come for
I
your
agree.
head,
I'm not saying you're
Massa,
wrong there. I'm
and
not
that's
saying you're wrong
Massa.
there,
what it
bro.
was.
But Dre, I'm not
That's
saying you're
basically
wrong. All
what
I'm
it
saying is
was.
that if you were in win
Cake
now
for it,
mode,
Terry.
regardless,
Cake for it.
no. I'm talking
Put your
about
cape on. Go ahead, put your
I'm not
cape
putting the
on,
cape
guys.
on, bro. But see what you're not seeing is that I'm just saying the writing's been on the wall, bro. Now I'm just trying to tell y'all stop being so shocked. Y'all are being shocked about something that's been there for the longest, bro, that we know
Yeah,
what's
I'm
gonna
not.
happen. Y'all are acting like this is new, bro. No, we've been seeing this. So stop
No.
acting like this is something
I'm
new.
not acting. I'm not saying that I'm shocked. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked because I'm thinking Michael's gonna be there. But at the same time, since I watched that documentary, I know how Jerry operates in his mind, and he don't like being crossed whatsoever. So I get
You
that part.
think,
So that makes it not as shocking from watching that and seeing what happened or whatever.
bro?
But
Okay.
to tell me that this was a rebuilding strategy, that's false
Mm-hmm.
narrative right there. That's
I'm not
being
saying it was a
disingenuous a
rebuilding
little bit
strategy. No,
because
I'm not saying that though, Dre. That's what you're not. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that knowing that you are in
you
a
said we're
rebuild.
in rebuild mode.
No,
You
we've
said
been in a
we're in
silent rebuild.
rebuild.
That word's been floating. I said we've been in a silent
I
rebuild for the
know.
last 2 years.
I've been
And
saying
now it
that.
got loud. It's been, yes. So what it is that when you're in that silent rebuild, anything can go. And something hurts your feelings, it's easier for it to let it go. If we were a contender right now, you think that Jerry still would have traded him? If we were literally one piece away from winning the championship, I think Jerry would have made him play them 3 years because he's not saying that for no reason. He's not saying I can make you play for 3 years just to flex, bro. He really could have if he believed that we were that close to winning. He would have kept this guy and made him play. All I'm saying is easier to let it go when you know that you're trying to rebuild. Okay, man. Like, hey, man, I'm trying to
Hey,
rebuild this house anyway. So who cares? Who cares about the hole in the
look,
roof at this point? You know what I mean?
I
Tear the
get.
whole roof off. Tear the whole
I
roof off.
understand. I understand what you're saying. Now, last week we put on our owner hats. I told everybody to put on our owner hats, and we did. And we said that, we would side with Jerry or whatever. But Rick had something important that he said until until your defense is looking like crap out there. So is that what we ready to look forward to, man?
Our defense already looked bad. It already looked bad with him.
Trust me.
Ground can't get no lower, bro.
Look, man, trust me. Jerry is just as high as Terry is on these defensive ends. Look, I like our defensive. No, for real. No, real talk. I like our defensive end room. I really do. I mean, I liked it more with Parsons, but I like our defensive end room. I really do. Jerry has the same feeling that Terry has, that we have a good defensive end room, and Fowler, who's a veteran, and some people can lead the troops and lead the charge. Jerry's thinking the same thing that Terry is. That's what's in his mind.
I got you. Now, let me
We
ask
have no
y'all a
veteran
question.
leadership in this locker room. We have no veteran leadership inside the locker room, bro.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question, man. Let me get this question out there to everybody, because we just been going at it, man. It's Cowboys raw and uncut. But check this out. How do we feel going into the game next week? How is this going to affect the locker room? Are the players? Now I heard what you've been saying all night, Terry. The players thought Micah was going to be there.
It hurt them. It hurt them.
Okay, so do you think that's gonna affect us? It's gonna linger on us a little bit.
If they do, they're mentally weak. If they do, they're mentally weak. Man, they're mentally weak if they do, man. It will. It should. It probably will.
We done had some mentally weak players on our squad.
I know. That's the bad part about this, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's there's two sides to that coin, bro, because if you let that go, this is a business. This is the NFL. You want your player to hurt your guy, because you see all the tweets when he left. Everybody's hurt, bro. Everybody's hurt. But you have to continue going. You have to, you don't have time to stop, bro. You don't have time to stop, bro. Keep going, bro. Keep going, bro. Tighten up. Yeah, bro. You got to tighten up, bro. You got to tighten up. Tighten up, bro. It's the business, bro. If your favorite coworker leave, you gonna stop getting money? You gonna stop your job?
No, I'm not. But at the same
there it is.
You go out there,
keep going.
Looking, whoop your ass.
Yeah. For real, man. Keep playing, bro. Step up. One man ain't bigger than the team, bro. One man ain't bigger than the team, bro. Like, now's the time.
Apparently so.
One man ain't bigger than the team, bro. Now play ball, bro. Like, now's the time to play ball.
This is not the correct time to go into this type of game, into this season, to have this type of trade go down right before we get ready to play the Super Bowl champs. It ain't like we getting ready to go in and play Jacksonville or somebody that may not make the play. Jacksonville might be all. But I'm saying
there is no time to make this trade, though, unless it's the off season. The only time to make this trade is the off season.
That was the time to make the trade.
But if this would have happened at week 5, it would have been bad. If this would have happened at week 5, it would have been bad. It happened at week 6, week 2, week 3. It still would have been bad.
If it before the draft, would have been over by now, would it?
Right.
Agreed.
It'd have been on what we picked up.
Yeah, but I don't believe that was on the table in April. I don't believe that was on the table in April, bro.
No, I will.
I was on the table in April. Feelings change, bro. Feelings change. People change, bro.
Feelings got hurt. Feelings changed.
Feelings did get hurt on both sides. Feelings got hurt on both sides.
Man, if you weren't focused,
Jerry needs too old for that shit. He need to grow up, man. For real. Like, for real, man. He's too old for that shit, man.
Bro, but I think, I agree with you too.
I've been holding grudges for 30 years, man. Like,
I agree with that.
You see how long it took Jimmy Johnson to get in the ring of honor? That's
what I'm talking about, dog. You are too old for that, dog. Grow up.
I agree.
That's how you know he's like it.
But the one thing about that, bro, is that the same way I feel about Dak, bro. The same thing y'all tell me. He's our quarterback. You got to stand by him, right? no matter what. You know what I mean? As hard as I've been, it's either. So when it comes to Jerry, bro, like y'all asking a Tiger to change the stripes, bro. We've been Cowboy fans, bro. Like, why are we acting like it's we can? He's never gonna grow up. He's a Toys R Us kid, bro. This is who he been. This is who he's been, bro. Like, this ain't new, Dre. This ain't new. Like, why are we acting surprised that he's doing what he's doing?
We've all have evolved and grown up over time, bro.
Yep,
come on now.
I agree.
This dude is almost 82 years old. I mean, 83, 84. I don't know how old he is. But
he's 82.
You still doing the stuff when you was in your 40s and 30s, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? Do you know the way I'm starting to feel? I listen to us, Dre.
TJ. Tell us, TJ.
Nah, bro. You know what I'm starting to feel is, bro. Like, look, this is what it's been. He out, TJ. He's stupid. So.
Getting ready to write him in the wheel.
Nah.
He must
you know where I'm at with it, bro.
He got an email. Jerry said, "I'm gonna write you in the
wheel." Look. You know the way I'm starting to feel with this, bro, is that look, man. He's heard. It's either get with it or get lost, bro. We got him. He's there, bro. Like, if you gonna be a fan, bro. Like, this is nothing has been new since he's been there. We continue complaining about it and asking why. It's about time that we just say we Cowboy fans and it is what it is, bro. Like, you know, now everybody's getting divided now, bro. Because what you gonna do? Leave? What you gonna do? Leave? You gonna leave, Rick? You gonna leave?
I might.
Some people gonna jump.
Well, you like, hey, man, I'm gonna treat you like Michael, bro. You gotta treat him like Michael, bro. I'm gonna treat John like Michael, bro. You know what? You know why I might, Terry? You know why I might? Because I got a man of my own. I'm my own man. That's why I might. I am too, dog. But I'm a Cowboy fan with my own man. You talking about leaving, bro? You talking about leaving? Now where you gonna go? Kansas City?
You said take everything that he do and just take it.
I'm not saying take it. All I'm saying is that understand it. You don't have to take it. But what are you gonna do?
Don't be mad because you're a Cowboy fan. You should accept it.
No, you ain't gotta accept it. But what you gonna do? What's your option, Rick?
How can you understand
what's your option, Rick? What's your option?
You told me understand. How can you understand ignorance,
bro? Okay, but we still gonna go to the games. We still going.
But you said understand it. How can you understand ignorance?
Yeah, man, them is out of country tickets, man. You can go out of the country, man, for to do all
they are
that,
at this
man.
point. At this point nowadays, you can. Yeah, you ain't lying. They can. You can, dog. You can at this point.
We ain't no contender.
Nah, bro. You still gonna go. Let that ticket be right, man. You still going, bro. You still going because you like the atmosphere. You like Dallas. You like the stadium. It's a good time in Dallas, bro. Like, stop acting like you don't have a ball every time you go down there, bro. Stop acting like the game ain't fun.
But say it to the game.
Yeah, so act like the whole experience ain't fun. You gonna go just because it's fun. I have a ball. Yeah, you can, but even in losses, every game that I went to, there's been a loss, but I still had a ball.
That's what I'm saying. You down in Dallas, boy. You are not safe.
You ain't.
Man, they got Luca straight up out of there. They got Parsons straight up out of there.
I was getting ready to say something else about that. I'm glad you brought that up. I was getting ready to say, watch your back, Dakota. You ain't safe with these picks, and with the New Orleans kid. You know what I'm saying? Watch your back. Because I can give up these picks. I can give up these picks and go get a little Manny from somebody. Just watch your back. I'm telling you. Okay. You think? Yeah. He right around the corner. He'll bring the people to Dallas, and he's right around the corner. And I got some shit I can throw somebody who may not need a quarterback first pick in the draft.
And if you think that ain't the plan, the plan, John,
I'm just saying, watch your back.
Thank you, John,
because you ain't safe either.
Fuck with me, John. See, you cooking now. That's what we doing with these picks. That's what I'm saying. You're coming along. See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you.
But I mentioned something about Manning a couple years ago. But we'll wait for that to happen. But
there's a grand scheme there's a plan to this, bro. I'm just saying, that's why we say we got to let this cook, bro. Because if you think that Jerry ain't got no plan for this, bro, if you think that he
ain't got no plan, man. My man see that he's 82. My man probably shitting in his pants, man. He's 82. He don't know what's going on, man.
I don't know if he got a plan, man. I don't know about all that.
You think he got a plan? You think he just did it? You think he just did it just for the fuck of it?
Man, he's mad, man.
Man money.
Yeah.
Man money.
He flexed. Let me drop his nuts on you.
Michael went nuts too. They all went nuts.
Michael went nuts too. They all did.
went nuts.
They all did.
Now we heard.
Now he might be like. Now he might be like, we got something to work with. We might be able to offer somebody something, but everything got to work well for you to be able to offer them people something for Manning.
So how much money are free up in cap? How much money are free up in cap? Anybody know?
Nah, I want to say 60.
Yeah,
but that was just.
I was gonna say 62. I was gonna say 62. I wasn't for sure though. I don't know for sure.
So we had what 20? We had 20 sitting, right? Then we have like 20 sitting. I thought we had like 20 sitting.
Why we got 20 sitting?
Why we got 20 sitting?
Why we got 20 sitting and we rebuilding? Why we got 20 sitting and we rebuilding?
I don't know. Hey man, let it cook. We'll see what we do. I'll talk about it after the season.
How long we been cooking, bro? How long we supposed to let this cook?
Look,
when do it get finished?
Bro, let's just see where it goes. Y'all know I will apologize. But you know I will apologize when I'm wrong, bro. I will apologize when I'm wrong. I don't mind the egg on my face, bro. Like I will apologize if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, you gonna know.
How long? How long?
Yeah. Give it to the end of the season. You know. Give a trade deadline. Give me trade deadline. Give me trade deadline. See what we do. Let's see what we do. No moves are made.
Out here, guys.
He better not.
Hey, let me get this out. Let me get this out here. Just a little information, man, that came down from Jane Slater. She said she spoke with Michael this evening. He said he's genuinely gonna miss y'all. He says he and his team went back to the Cowboys about an extension with empathy when the trade interest was leaked this week. Then he said the Cowboys' response, according to Parsons, was play on the 5th year or leave.
That's what Jerry said. That's what Jerry said. He said that. Jerry confirmed that.
He said that. Jerry said he said that though.
He confirmed that.
He told Dak the same thing. He told Dak the same thing. So don't act like he's picking. Don't act like he's picking favorites. He's not picking favorites. He told Dak the same thing. So don't act like he's picking favorites. And Dak did it and got paid. So all I'm saying, don't act like he's treating Micah. Don't act like he's treating Micah a certain way. He told Dak the same exact thing, and Dak got paid. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
He got paid.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Why? What makes you bigger than that? You seen this money. You seen this money floating around. You seen this money floating around. You knew you were supposed to get paid, and you tried to flex, and both of y'all tried to flex, and the fans lost. I mean, fuck. You know what I mean? That's all it is, bro.
But,
you know what I mean? The fans lost, dog. The fans lost.
But wasn't you happy for Micah? That's what you said. He flexed.
Yeah, as a man, I am. I said he won.
Me too.
Jerry won. Jerry, I'm happy for him, bro. I am happy for him as a man.
Jerry didn't win.
Jerry won. Jerry won his ego. Jerry's ego won. Jerry did win. Jerry won. Jerry won, bro.
Dude, itself.
The Cowboys didn't lose. The Cowboys didn't lose, but Jerry won.
But everybody wins.
Jerry's winning, bro.
Jerry's winning.
Bro, Jerry won, bro. He won that negotiation.
It just went up.
But the Cowboys lost. We lost.
A couple of hours ago. They were 13. They went from 12.8 to 13. Jerry's winning.
Jerry's winning, bro. Jerry. If you think he's losing, bro, like he didn't lose a deal, bro. Jerry's not gonna do nothing.
What was that, Dre?
He lost that.
What happened, Dre?
I'm saying just
the value of the franchise
was only 12.8 billion. The value of the franchise now it's 13 billion. It's only 2 weeks later, so he's winning, man.
Because the documentary sent it to the roof.
That was off the documentary, but let's be honest.
Whatever, win's a win.
He didn't win off that 2 first-round picks and that we got. He didn't win off that, man.
He won in his mind. He got rid of money in his mind. He flexed.
Thank you, Rick.
You can skin the cat however you want to, but if you tell me he won off that trade deal, then whatever.
Jerry won.
So you saying that the Dallas Cowboys lost on this trade? Green Bay got over on us.
Yeah.
I agree.
You can get a first-round pick. You can get a first-round pick next year and the year before that, and keep this. That I said this here, and they're not going to be as good as that as Parsons. No. It's Parsons. Yeah. He didn't win his deal, man. Yeah. I mean, you can say he won and whatever. He didn't win that, man.
Jerry won, Cowboys lost. Jerry won, Cowboys lost. Jerry won, Cowboys lost. Fans lost, but Jerry won.
I'm talking about the trade between the Dallas Cowboys lost on that trade.
Yes.
They did.
So what about Jerry?
I ain't worried about Jerry.
So no.
So
listen
far.
to this part. What about him winning in the in future negotiations, showing that instead of him just going with whatever the player, when the player throws a tantrum on the field, sleeps on or do whatever to try to get a deal, but Jerry actually didn't be generous this time. He didn't have no grace this time. He let the player go. You think that can help him out in future negotiations, knowing that, hey, you don't know which way Jerry gonna go. He can send you or not. You know what I'm saying?
I think some of the players is with it.
But look at it though, bro. Everybody didn't act like him.
More money. He got out of the.
But the way he was acting, Rick, a lot of the way he was acting influenced that, bro. Like we're looking, you're looking at the reaction and not the action, bro. Like
Micah got what he wanted. Michael,
yes, and he acted like he wanted out of there. He acted like that, bro. He came out and said he wanted to leave. He was on the sidelines laying out on the what's name, bro. Like you acted like that. Everybody don't act like that. CD didn't act like that. CD didn't act like that when it was time for his money, bro. CD was classy about it. Yes or no?
So was he whining on that sideline?
Nah, he wasn't whining, bro. He acted like a professional. Mike is a little immature, bro. You can act like he's not. You can act like Mike is not a little immature, bro. But you listen to him on his podcast. Mike is a little immature, bro. And to be the leader of his team,
he just turned 26.
Right. And he handled it like a young dude, with representation should have.
Okay, Terry, he's not is mentally strong and tough to be able to handle the CD. Maybe they handle things a different way. He's went out. Right. Jerry's went out and got cats that's damn near cussed him out, did all kind of shit. The Gregorys, the Hardys, and so he pick and chooses when he wants to do what he does, man.
But those guys don't come out and talk and say, I don't want to be a Cowboy, though, bro.
But just because dude's immature, just because he's a little crybaby or whatever, that don't.
You can't say he didn't deal with that. You can't say he didn't deal with that when he dealt with Charles Haley. Yeah, you can't say that. He dealt with Charles Haley, bro. That was a whole different ball game, bro. He dealt with Charles Haley and it was okay.
Look, man,
you can't say that he can't deal with those type of players because he deals with them. But Charles Haley wasn't coming out embarrassing the team, though, bro. He did what he did in the locker room.
Yeah, but Michael was more of a whiner, crybaby, a mama's boy. He wasn't
out of there.
He wasn't a disruption problem in the locker room. His team didn't dislike him. He wasn't doing anything off the field. So you deal with some of the little baby stuff because they are 23, 24, 25-year-old kids. They're all not going to be on the level the same. You can deal with
I don't want my leader acting like that. I don't want the boss in my locker room acting like that, bro. You the leader. And if you can do that, the cat's going to follow you behind you, bro. The cat's going to follow you behind just like that.
But on the field and at work, he shows a different person. At work, they're the best player you got out there. The best person you got out there working for you. So sometimes you deal with the little whiny shit if they not harming, if they not missing work, if they not causing a disruption and making your company look bad off the clock. You know what I'm saying? They cry, baby.
But you are. But when you go home, you talking bad about me. When you go home and get on your podcast, you talking about you want to be somewhere else. You talking about how you don't like this and like that. Bro, if you think that don't trickle down into the locker room, you can talk about your on the field play all you want, bro. But you can talk about on the field all you want, bro. But when you go in that locker room and where you lead inside the locker room, if you act like the other players behind you ain't listening to you and following you, but you bitching and moaning and crying, you think that when it's time to come up, they're not gonna bitch and moan and cry?
Yeah, they work
for the leader.
It's all in different mentality.
What'd you say, cuz?
Remember when Malik Hooker came out and said something about Micah, the way he's acting and shit?
Yeah, they've been beefing, bro. They've been beefing. Yeah, don't nobody want to hear that shit, dog. Like, if my leader is a crybaby, what am I supposed to do with that, bro? We didn't come from crybaby teams, bro. We grew up in the 90s watching Cowboy football. They wasn't crybabies, bro.
Who's your defensive leader now?
Overshown. That's the one I can think about. Overshown.
Diggs.
You think Diggs is? You think Diggs is still there?
He is. Yeah, he is. He definitely. He's always been one of the leaders on the defense.
I was hand it over to Demo, bro. Demo play with heart. Demo gives same effort. Demo came off with injury from like in the same effort. He got to get on the field, but if that's where you give it to when he get on the field, that'd be my leader. That's what I want because the way that he plays, bro, the effort.
Greater than the sum of the parts. That's what this defense is. The whole.
What did you just say, Terry?
Huh?
What did you just say? You want him to lead because of what?
That effort. His effort. Yeah. That effort. Yeah.
Okay.
His effort.
So look.
Yeah, his effort.
So we spent a lot of time on this Micah Parsons trade, man. We were supposed to get into season predictions, man. It's too emotional right now. So I just asked the crew this. I just asked the crew this. Are we going to the playoffs?
No.
Are we winning the division?
No.
We're going to the playoffs. We're going to the playoffs. 6 seed.
We really
6 seed.
We really
Are we gonna beat Green Bay?
Yep.
Go ahead, OG. Go ahead, OG.
No, we're not.
Got us fucked up.
We're not beating Green Bay. Hey man, I don't even know how to go into his game Thursday, man. For real.
What do you say, Dre? Dre, do we go to playoffs?
No.
Do we win a division?
No. now look.
At this point, I'm worried about if we're gonna beat the Giants twice.
Oh, now you high.
Now hold on.
Giants gonna be better than people suspect.
Okay.
They will be.
That D line is tough.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, but we own the Giants, bro.
Okay,
but check.
We own the whole
hold on, man. Shootouts. They better be real. Shootouts. We won't run that ball, but it looked like we ready to toss that ball around. For real. I don't know. Look, man, I don't know, man. Is there a play before we get out of here? Is there one of these picks that with 2 picks, first round picks or whatever? Is there anybody out there that we can go get that can change our perspective on how we think this season's gonna go?
Not mine. Not for me.
Not right now.
I gotta see the. I don't know what the coaching staff. I need to see what the philosophy and the game plan of the coaching. I need to see.
I don't even want you to just calculate next year, do something different.
I don't. Y'all acting like sincere on belly, bro. You know what I mean? It sound like wifey got you scared, bro. It sound like wifey got you scared.
I'm moving Africa.
That's what y'all acting like. It sound like wifey got you scared. Go ahead, when this new shit come in, bet you jump back on my dick. That's what he said to him. When this new shit come in, bet you jump back on my dick. Yeah, that's all right. So like, why got you scared, though? Yeah, man. So when we make it to the playoffs, y'all 3 up top. Y'all 3 up top when we make it to the playoffs. So y'all 3 up top, man. I don't want to hear none of that.
So if we don't, what you gonna say? If we don't, what you gonna say?
17-0.
Y'all listen to a nigga that calls 17-0 for real. Are y'all gonna listen to that? You gonna really listen to that come around the wagon from somebody who calls 17-0?
You should. I'm a Cowboy fan. See, y'all not acting like Cowboy fans, bro. Y'all acting like y'all getting real emotional, bro. Now we Cowboy fans, bro. Why y'all don't act like we supposed to? Bro? Stand up, bro. Stand up.
I'm not one of them.
Stand up, yeah, bro. Act like a Cowboy fan, bro. Y'all acting all scared and. Y'all ready to throw in the towel already, man. The season ain't even started. Man. Y'all ready to throw in the towel, man.
Hey, we gonna see Thursday, man, and we need to all chime in, man. What we gonna do, Danny Max or whatever, man. So, you know, at Steve-O's or at wherever the place is gonna be, man, it's coming. We gonna find out real quick how asses ready to look. But yeah, that's Cowboys Raw Uncut, man. We the crew, man. We was talking on that Micah Parsons trade. Hey, he said thank you, Dallas, and go Pack go. But hey,
he's the ops now.
You'll see you in week 4, man.
He's the ops now, bro. You got to go
now.
Nah, ain't no thank you, bro. Ain't no thank you. Kick rocks.
Scram.
Yeah.